that deliberately encourages unnecessary production and have any way of making that sustainable. You can, of course, do the best version of it, and that is where people are struggling. But the whole idea of it is wrong.
Simon, you've been a sustainability advisor to big brands, some of them fast fashion brands. Were you living a lie?
No, I think for me it was about trying to make a difference and trying to do things, as Patrick said, smarter. Actually doing fashion fast, as in you're only taking what you want when you need it and you're not overproducing and you're not marking it down, you're not being wasteful. That would be the right thing to do. The Uber thing for any retailer to do would be to only buy what they know they can sell, almost like made to measure. You design it, you sell it, then you make it. Now, we've had an industry that was kind of like a horse and car that has then suddenly got massively accelerated. Someone stuck a jet engine on this horse and car. Well, if you put a jet engine on a horse and car, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be an absolute car crash, or horse and car crash. And that is literally what is happening in the industry. It's grown out of an old industrial way. It's got massively accelerated, and it's not kept pace. And doing things now smarter would absolutely enable the industry to make that progress.
Kate, just let's step back for a second and set out the national and international context here, because of course, you know, the description is that in years gone by in the UK we made our own clothes. That was relatively simple. Just set out for us what the clothing industry looks like now.
What we're facing is a sector that has engaged with substantial and continuous growth over the last 30 years. So global fibre production has more than doubled since 2000, and it's facing, by 2030, the projection is that it'll almost have tripled. So what that means in practical terms is that means that we're now facing 124 million tonnes of fibre being produced annually globally, and most of that, 57% of that, is polyester fibre, whether we like it or not. It comes from fossil fuel sources. There's been an increase in how much clothing people have bought. So year 2000, or before that perhaps, about 8 kilos per person per year, and now recent figures, I think is a couple of years ago, it was pretty much 15 kilos per person per year, with a view to it's almost going to be 19 kilos per person per year globally. This is by 2030. It's massive numbers. It's not as if in 1995 we didn't have any clothes. We really did. You asked earlier about fashion and sustainability being a contradiction in terms, and I guess I see it slightly differently. I think it depends on how you define fashion. I mean, originally fashion, I guess, was understood as a practice of making together in small groups. It wasn't a business model, and that notion
So that's clothing, not fashion.
No, the word fashion